Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. First of all, I want to say thank you to my teacher, Miss Aseptiana Parmawati, and my name is Aura Rajma from Pasi. And then, here I will explain how to develop drugs in the USA. Steps in drug development review. The first, discovery and development, and the second, preclinical research, and the third, clinical research, and the fourth, FDA review, and the last one is post-market safety monitoring. Main steps, the first being discovery and development, that's the initial look as to whether a compound might be promising as a being useful as a drug in the setting of a particular disease. The second stage is preclinical research, meaning research that does involve human subject. Third stage, clinical research, specifically looking at the drug in human subject. And the fourth stage is the FDA review process to determine if this drug can be approved for human use, and even after approval, there's a stage of markets of safety monitoring. As present by the FDA, the funnel on the right hand side illustrates roughly how drugs are weeded out in this process. So, of the 5,000 or so compounds that might be internally considered for development as a drug, about 250 make it to the preclinical research stage, and that gets whittled down significantly to only 5 or so compounds to the clinical research stage, ultimately yielding one potential drug approved by FDA. The first, discovery and development. Discovery and development stage, it essentially is the stage where we ask why might this drug be promising in terms of its use for a particular disease, and there are many reasons why a particular drug might be identified as a promising. Perhaps it's a drug that's already out there being used in the treatment of another disease, and there are some suggestion that it may also be helpful in the treatment of Alzheimer's disease. For example, many types of medication like anti-inflammatory medication were initially looked at because individuals with Alzheimer's disease were felt to be less likely to be taking this medication compared to individuals with or without Alzheimer's. The drug, being perhaps taking an anti-inflammatory, was actually a protective. So this led to further lines of investigation as to whether an anti-inflammatory medication might be a useful drug in the prevention or treatment of Alzheimer's disease. Unfortunately, those studies didn't turn out to be an effective drug. Sometimes a compound is studied. And the second is preclinical research. In step 2, pharmacodynamics are also looked at instead of how the body affects the drug. The pharmacodynamics are how the drug affects the body. So what happens when the drug is taken? Does it have the mechanism of action that was suggested by the initial discovery and development, and at what type of dosing, what type of dosage is necessary to have that potential effect, and besides looking to see whether the drug has the potential beneficial effect. In terms of impacting the disease of interest, does the drug have any adverse effect? There are many studies undertaken of the toxicology of the drug. What the kind of side effects are observed in animals exposed to the drug, and more. Specifically, does the drug seem to have a potential to cause any type or of cancer, so a carcinogen, any types of genetic mutation. So a mutagen or any type of birth or embryo effect, so a teratogen, and so these are questions that are answered again before the drug ever get. And the third is clinical research. A drug looks potentially safe and promising based on preclinical research in the laboratory or animals. It then can undergo application as an investigational drug, and this is the formal process where an investigator requests to administer the new drug to humans. An investigational new drug or an application is completed that includes information about the manufacturing process, about the preclinical research, and the investigator proposing further study of the drug. And in the particular, the application outlines the clinical trials that are proposed in order to test the drug in human subjects, and the FDA will review that information to see if there is sufficient information about the drug to process with trials and human subjects. In other words, if the investigation is proposing a 3-month trials of the drug in humans, you want to have animals data suggesting that the drug is safe for at least 3 months and usually much longer, like with if you are proposing a particular dose in humans. You might want to have preclinical research suggesting a similar or in fact much higher dose in animals has been considered safe in order to process to the next step. The FDA has 15 days to review the IND and to make a decision whether permission and granted to proceed to the next stage of the drug development. And for FDA review, the FDA to determine whether this drug can now be approved for marketing, so the process involved is called a new drug application or NDA, where research make a request to market a drug for a specific indication, for example, a drug to improve thinking in individuals with Alzheimer's disease. The FDA has 16 days to decide whether to submit a NDA application and assign a review time based on the information in the application, and if a process with submitting an NDA application. I will take time to review all available drug data from the early stage of development in terms of its manufacturing process, preclinical, clinical studies, and labeling proposals, then how this drug will be used, that patient population, what dosage interaction, what information about side effect. Often the FDA will involve an advisory committee and of a group of individuals who may have special expertise in the disease being considered for makes recommendation about whether the drug shall be approved, but the FDA makes it the decision maker in independently. And the last is their post-market safety monitoring. The post-market safety monitoring, so even after a drug has been approved by the FDA for marketing and use of the United States, the FDA can require further studies after approval, so-called has phase. For studies, there might be a further investigation of a particular aspect of drug safety, and there was a suggestion that the could be particular health concern from the initial phase 1 to end their clinical trials that might be studied further. When the drugs in the given to larger numbers of individuals after marketing approval or there might be a study comparing the effectiveness of this drug to another drug already in existence. That's all I can say. Hopefully it's useful. Thank you for your attention, Miss. We apologize if there are any errors. Thank you. Bye bye.